Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah. I post all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle related that are also vegan and cruelty-free. And today I'm going to be talking about probably one of my most asked questions or most requested videos, and I'm finally making it, and that is about vegan and cruelty-free fragrances or perfumes. I have 5 brands I'm going to share with you today, and then I have a few different fragrances from some of the brands that I'm going to go into depth into and kind of explain my personal thoughts on them. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you find this video helpful, and subscribe to my channel as well if you'd like to see more videos like this one. And let's get into it. Okay, so there are a lot of vegan and cruelty-free fragrances out there, especially now. When I first started transitioning all my stuff over to vegan and cruelty-free beauty, there really weren't a ton of options. So I'm really excited that now there are so many, but I have 5 brands here to kind of like simplify the process. And then if you guys like this video and you want to see more videos in the future on fragrances, let me know and we can definitely do more in the future. But today we're gonna start with 5. Because it's still gonna be a long video. Grab a tea, grab a coffee, a snack, and let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna start with the most expensive first, just get that out of the way, and that is Labo. This is one of my favorite cruelty-free vegan perfumes. It is a luxury fragrance company, so their stuff is expensive. I will say that. It is not cheap. But you can go into the store and you can get a sample of multiple, I think you can get like 5 samples for, however much, I think like 20 bucks or something like that. And it's been a while since I've done that, so I could be wrong. But it's something in that world where you can get a few different samples, you can take them home, try them on, and actually the samples will take you a long way. Like a little bit goes a long way with this fragrance. I don't need a ton of sprays, whereas with some of the more affordable fragrances, I feel like I need to probably drench myself in order to still smell it. This one lasts quite a while. My favorite scent, and I'm going to butcher this completely because I don't speak French, is Fleur d'Orange 27. That is my absolute favorite scent. I think it's probably one of my favorite scents just of life. It's orange blossom, so if that's a smell that you like, you're gonna love it. It just smells so just clean and fresh to me. Like, this is my signature scent. When I smell this, it just reminds me of everything I love about life. I feel like because I've worn this for so many, fun events and vacations and fun dinners, like it just reminds me of my life. So this is definitely my favorite perfume ever. Just pop in and smell it, and that's what I smell like most of the time. Now you know. I will say that Labo has so many amazing fragrances that whatever you like, they will have it. They have really, really floral ones. They have really, really musky, like strong woodsy ones. And then they have some that are a little bit more in between that just kind of smell fresh and clean. So I really think that whatever you're looking for, you'll find there. And I think if you're somebody who really likes perfume and you want to have a nice luxury fragrance on hand, this is a great one to go for. I think this is a wonderful gift. This was a gift given to me from my husband before he was my husband, and you can customize it. So he has like a cute little note on here for me. So I think that that's also really nice as well. If you can figure out your loved one or your friend or your family member's favorite scent from there, such a good gift to give because it's a splurge, and not a lot of people would probably want to spend that on themselves, but that is definitely one of my favorite scents. All right, the next brand I'm going to talk about is My Daughter Fragrances, and this is a brand that's pretty new to me. I got quite a few samples in Petite Four boxes and finally was like, I need to get the full size of a couple of these because I kept it in the box to show you guys what the box looks like because I think that the box is so pretty, and again, I think this makes a really good gift for somebody. I'll open it up to show you what it looks like on the inside. It's nestled in this sweet little velvet cushion, and then it has like a logo on the back. It's just very beautiful, very thought out design. And I also love the bottles that they're in. They just are very luxury, very pretty to look at. When I think of perfume, I always think of, having it out on a vanity or having it in a bathroom displayed somewhere. So I like when thought is put into the packaging to make it look really pretty and luxurious. And this one is called Always Loved. I mean, I could pull up the description of what they say it smells like, but I feel like it's almost better if I just tell you what I think it smells like, because so many times I read the description of a perfume and then I get it and I'm like, that doesn't smell like what they described it as at all. So I'm going to describe it. Also, I meant to say this at the beginning, but scent and perfumes are just so subjective and personal, I think. So what I like might not be something that you like, so that's why I'm going to do my best to explain what I like about each perfume so that you can then decipher like, oh yeah, that's probably not going to be a good one for me. So try to make this helpful regardless if we have the same scent preferences or not. Okay, so this one is Always Loved. And what drew me to this was that it said it was rose on the description. I also read the reviews and some of them said that it was like also a little bit musky, and rose is one of my favorite scents next to orange blossom. Those are two that I always look for in fragrances, and so that's what drew me to this. But I love that it had like the musky element of it as well, because sometimes rose fragrances can just be way too overpowering. Like I've had just plain rose perfumes and it's way too much rose, which I like sometimes, but then sometimes I feel like I don't know if I want to wear this in public and like subject everybody around me to the rose smell if they're not into rose, you know what I mean? So this one, it is not overpowering at all. It's definitely just like a subtle hint of rose with the perfect mix of muskiness. So if you're someone who likes rose, but you want something a little bit like almost on the masculine side, like I was pretty surprised at how I felt this smelled a little bit more masculine for being a rose-based perfume, and you know, the pink writing, and I thought that it might be a little bit more floral, but it's not. It's pretty 50-50, I would say, which I think is a really beautiful combination. And I just find that this is such a nice perfume for nighttime, like when I'm going out to dinner, and you know, especially I think in the fall and the winter, it's just like, it's just a really pretty, cozy but elegant scent. I really, really, really like it a lot. And then I got another one from my daughter, and this one's called Joyful. Comes in a green box instead of a pink. Again, just love the box. I might keep them in the boxes because I think that they're so pretty. But I also really like the bottles, so I might want to display them too. So I don't know. We'll see. So this one, oh my gosh, I love. It's got a very youthful but sophisticated scent, if that makes sense. Like it's really, it just smells fresh and floral, and when I smell it I think of like running through flower fields and in a sundress and summer, and I don't know, this is definitely going to be my go-to this summer. It's very fresh. It's got quite a bit of floral in there and maybe some citrus as well, but not a ton. It's very, very floral, but not in a like sweet floral kind of way. It's like a fresh floral kind of way. It smells like fresh laundry. Like it smells like a really fancy laundry detergent. I don't know how to explain it. It almost has like a, this is gonna sound so weird, but you know how like grape flavored things kind of smell a certain way? Like that's what it finishes off with for me. It just like has this kind of like, which I love that smell. This is the most like random description of a perfume ever, but youthfulness and summer is what this reminds me of. I would probably wear this on like a hot vacation night, maybe, if I were somewhere tropical or warm, but it's definitely not as like dinner time, romantic, sophisticated as Always Loved is. Joyful is definitely more, I think, like playful, daytime, like, and the names are, I think, very appropriate for what they smell like. So definitely a big fan of this one. Like I said, will be my go-to probably all summer long, especially because I'm almost out of my Labo one. And I should mention as well that I am very sensitive to fragrances. I get headaches very, very easily, and none of these give me a headache. Otherwise I would not be mentioning them to you. Next brand, I could only find one of the scents, but I've had a few from them because I get them in my Petite Four boxes, and this is Inkling Scents. This one is Gossamer, and this reminds me so much, I thought it was my grandma, but it's actually one of my friends. She always smells like this, which I kind of like having because then I think of her when I wear it. And I'm like, oh, this smells like my friend. How to explain this? This one smells a lot more like what I remember those, you know, luxury designer perfumes to smell like a Givenchy or a Dior or, you know, Chloe or whatever, you know, those types of perfumes. It smells a lot more like that than any of the others that I'm gonna mention. So if you're somebody who really likes that type of scent and fragrance, then you will probably like this brand because it definitely has that kind of elevated scent. This one I would say is probably the most strong. Like it's almost like I only put a little bit on and it's very strong. So it's one that would probably last you a while. And this particular scent, Gossamer, it's not sweet, it's not floral. I should actually look this up because I am curious. I know I said I wasn't going to do that, but I feel like I can't really explain what this is, and I don't want to mislead you. Okay, so this says that it has rose, magnolia, floral, pink peony, lychee. I smell a lot of lychee in this, I do. I don't know if it makes a difference if it's a sample size. Maybe they smell a little different when they're bigger, but I smell more of that, and the cedarwood and the amber. Doesn't smell super floral to me, but I guess if you don't like florals at all, don't get it, just to be on the safe side. Next brand, I'm sure you know this is coming, is Pacifica. Pacifica was the first brand when I switched over all my stuff that I looked at for perfume and fragrances because they have such an amazing selection. And I feel like they've only gotten better with time. Like they've expanded. Their scents used to be very simple, kind of like one smell, one note, so to speak, and now they're mixing them, they're matching them, they're really great. So the first one I want to mention is this one. It's called Tomboy Vibes, and it is orange flower cannabis. And this is the closest thing to my beloved Labo scent, the Florida Orange, that I could find is this, and I think it's that orange flower that definitely plays a part. It is a little different. Like, let me smell them side by side. This one is just a little more grassy because of the cannabis, and whereas this one's definitely just like orange blossom all the way. This one has like a little bit of a grassy element to it, which I think is really nice. I think it gives it more of like a kind of outdoorsy springtime vibe, and I definitely love this one so much. I just love that there's an affordable option to one of my favorite scents that's pretty close. So this is definitely a win for me. This one is in vanilla coconut, which I like, but I wouldn't say it's one that I gravitate towards all the time. I feel like this is one that I'll spray when I'm like, you know, maybe about to go to the beach or I'm about to do a workout. Vanilla coconut for me is not like a scent that I really gravitate towards. It smells like food to me. I don't know. It smells like a cupcake that I would eat or something, but it is nice. And I think if you're someone who likes that vanilla smell, you like coconut, you like kind of a more simple scent, I feel like this is a really good one. Next from Pacifica, this is Enchanted Woods, and I really, really like this one. This is gonna be for those of you who like men's cologne a lot more than you like perfume. It's very masculine, but in a really nice way. It smells like you would picture, I think, Enchanted Woods to smell. Like, it's definitely not so masculine that it smells like you took a bath in Axe body spray or anything like that. It's really just nice woodsy. There's like maybe a hint of floral in there. It's definitely one of the more masculine scents that I have here. If you're somebody who is looking for something like that, I feel like that's a really good one. I really like that one a lot. I like it for when I'm just not feeling like a perfume. I don't really want to wear florals. There are definitely times where I'm like, I don't want to put on a floral. I also have this one, which I think I'm going to do in a giveaway. I have a lot of beauty products I want to give away to y'all, so that I would do on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely go follow me over there. This one is Beach Lavender Lemon. This is a really nice, like, beachy smell. I actually really like the lavender and the lemon. It just smells like really fresh. It's not overpowering. It doesn't smell too much like lavender or too much like lemon. It's like a really nice mix of the two. It says it also has grapefruit and vanilla. I definitely think that that vanilla kind of helps round out those two smells, because lavender and lemon I feel like are very overpowering, and the grapefruit and vanilla kind of like add a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of sweetness that kind of like round out the smell. I mean, if you're like a beach gal or you're going on vacation and you want like relaxed beachy vibes, that is definitely a good one. I always think of lavender when I want to relax. So to me, when I smell lavender, there's something about it, whether it's placebo or not, that I just instantly relax from. So maybe you're someone who like wants to chill out. This could be a good one. All right, I have this one, which is a roll-on. And this is one of the things I also really like about Pacifica fragrances, is they have so many different types of fragrances. Like if you're someone who just, you know, you always put on perfume every single day, you have these nice big bottle options, or, you know, these bottle options. Or if you're somebody who like, you know, wants something on the go, or you travel a lot, they have the roll-ons, which are so convenient. I always bring roll-ons when I travel. I never bring a full-size perfume because it takes up so much weight in your bag. So the roll-ons are so convenient for that. This one is Tahitian Gardenia. I love gardenia. I think it's such a nice smell. It's obviously very floral, so if you don't like floral and you don't like gardenia, you probably won't like this, but this is exactly what it smells like to me. It smells like gardenia. I don't really get much of anything else from this. It just smells like straight gardenia, but I quite enjoy it. So I know I brought this with me on vacation before and very much liked it, so that's a good one as well. And we're not done with Pacifica, because I have more for you. These are two of my newer ones from Pacifica. This is Flower Moon and this is Dream Moon. Flower Moon is jasmine, peach, and vanilla. This one is like very nostalgic to me. It reminds me of like, I don't know, like some of the perfumes I feel like I wore in high school that were a little more not Victoria's Secret or Bath and Body Works, but not like Givenchy or Chloe, you know what I mean? They're kind of like in the middle there. It's a very youthful smell. The jasmine is not super overpowering. I would say the peach is I can smell more of the peach coming through, but then the vanilla kind of like neutralizes it as well. It definitely has a very young smell to it, whereas like Enchanted Woods I think is a little bit more of a mature scent, a little bit more sophisticated. And I would also even venture to say that Tomboy Vibes is also a little bit more mature. I would say that this one, Flower Moon, is a little more youthful, which, like I said, I like sometimes, but I feel like there's time and place for everything. I'm definitely somebody who, even though I have my like signature scent that I love so much, I will switch things up depending on my mood, and I think that's the fun thing about fragrances. The next one is Dream Moon, and this one has patchouli, sandalwood, and pink rose. Again, it's a very youthful smell to it. These two just, they're a little more youthful to me. I think it's that they smell a little more sweet than the other ones that make it smell more youthful to me. But this one is nice. The sandalwood definitely comes through, as well as the patchouli. If you like rose, but again, you're wanting like a little bit more of a less of a rose scent, this is a good one. But I will say that it smells a lot more youthful than the My Daughter Always Loved. This one definitely smells a little bit more sophisticated than this one, I would say. Another form of fragrance Pacifica has are body sprays. These are hair and body sprays, and I'm obsessed with these so much. They have Tomboy Vibes, which is my favorite perfume from them, and I probably use this one the most. I think it's really nice if you like have a workout and you don't have time to wash your hair or do something like that. I just spray it all in my hair. I definitely will spray like clothes if I feel like my clothes need a little bit of a refresh with this stuff. It's so great for that. Probably my second favorite scent of the body mist is Kindred Spirit. This is Rose Dust and Palo Santo. I lost the cap to it, but it's really rose heavy. So if you don't like rose, you won't like it, but I love like a solid good rose smell with something like the Palo Santo. So I think that because this is a body spray and not a perfume, that's why it's not as heavy, whereas if it were a perfume and it had this much rose in it, it might be like, okay, like you smell like a rose garden. They also have Sage Me, which is sage and smoke. I also really like this one too. So this one says earthy, herbaceous, sage, juniper, and light smoky notes. I definitely get like the hint of smokiness. It just smells really fresh, clean, and like a little bit musky with that smokiness. It's really nice. It just reminds me of like the woods, the outdoors, but like fresh and clean in a way. So I don't know, I might actually like this as much as the Rose Dust one. I think they're both really nice but different. And then the one I probably don't use, no surprise, is Hardcore Happy, the vanilla coconut. I just way more gravitate towards the other scents. Last brand, number 5. This is way longer than I ever anticipated. This one is called Good Chemistry, and they sell, I believe, in Target. So I have a few different scents from them. This first one is Tiger Lily. This is the body spray. This one says it has orange flower, vanilla, and amber. I don't smell any orange flower. I smell a lot of vanilla and a lot of amber. But I think that's why I picked this one, was because it said orange flower and I just don't get any orange flower in there. I think I'm always trying to find like another version of Tomboy vibes or Fleur d'Orange, but I just don't. It's nice, I can appreciate it. It's definitely, I think, geared towards a younger audience. It's definitely got like a more youthful scent than I think some of the other body sprays that I mentioned. But it's nice. So I feel like if there's somebody young in your life who you're looking to gift a scent to, this is a good one. And then I also have 2 roller balls. So the first one is Jasmine Rose, which I love rose, as we know, and I also really like jasmine. Jasmine tea is my favorite tea ever. I also really enjoy the smell of that because it always reminds me of jasmine green tea. This one, it's not a super strong jasmine or rose scent. It just smells floral and light, which I like. And this one definitely, where the body spray, I think because it's a body spray and there's a lot of amber in there, it just smells a little more young. This one smells a little bit more mature. It's definitely a very affordable brand, which is great. I love that they're at Target. I love that they're vegan and cruelty free at Target. I think that's so awesome. And then the next rollerball I got is Solar Jasmine. Again, I got another jasmine one. I think I was in the mood for jasmine when I ordered these. This one smells a lot more like jasmine to me than the other one. But there's also like, it also kind of has like a cotton candy kind of scent to it. Like these are definitely sweet. So this one says it has notes of pineapple, peach blossom, and sandalwood. I definitely can smell the pineapple and peach blossom with the jasmine, and definitely a hint of sandalwood, but I would say it definitely leans more towards the sweet floral than it does the sandalwood. I think that these are really nice options. I'm glad that Target has them. I haven't spent a ton of time with this brand yet. It's still very new to me, but I do appreciate it. I do think it's geared towards a little bit more of a younger audience. I could see, you know, in high school I would wear the crap out of this Solar Jasmine because that sweet floral was definitely my vibe in high school. That was when like I think Paris Hilton's perfume was out, and that one was like really sweet and delicious smelling. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of the world that these live in. And that is it. That is a lot of perfumes, a lot of fragrances, but only 5 brands. So hopefully you got introduced to maybe a few new brands that you didn't know were vegan and cruelty free that have fragrances. And I would love to hear in the comments what your favorite vegan and cruelty free fragrance is, because I'm always looking for new ones to try out and of course to share with all of you. So if I can try some new ones, I will definitely come out with another fragrance video. But have no fear, there are so many amazing vegan and cruelty free fragrances out there, which is so amazing. So definitely give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos like this. Stick around, I would love to have you, and I will see you next time in another video. Bye!